Hey bro, welcome back to another video by Hamza's cousin. This is the Actualisation Project, which is a series where we talk about how to improve ourselves exponentially. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the different habits you can do on self-improvement to improve your mental health. So there are quite a lot of things in self-improvement anyway that will help you live a more fulfilling life and give you a better sense of mental well-being in the long term. But in this video, we're going to be talking about the specific habits that I think are of the most use to improve your mental state, right? Of course, you can see professional help and that can be very useful too. But in this video, we're specifically going to be talking about the habits that improve your mental health. And just a reminder, if you haven't subscribed already, bro, you gotta subscribe, man, because there's already a lot of value on this channel and there's going to be so much more. And I don't think you want to miss out on that. So make sure to subscribe, bro. A really good course I'd recommend, which is related to quite a lot of this stuff, is the Science of Wellbeing course by Laurie Santos, which I learned through Hamza. So that's going to be in the description as well, but it's a really good course and it's completely free. So that can be really useful for you if you've got some time to invest and you want to improve your mental well-being. But the first thing that we should be focusing on, and this we should be focusing on for like absolutely everything, health related, mental related, anything, right? And this is the fundamentals of sleep, food or nutrition, diet, whatever you want to call it, and regular exercise, okay? So it depends by person, but what I'd say is you want to get 8 hours of quality sleep. And for those 8 hours, that doesn't mean 8 hours in bed, because it takes some time to get to sleep, right? You're not going to normally fall asleep straight away. Some of you might be lucky enough to have that, but even if you do, that sleep isn't necessarily going to be 100% efficient. So to get 8 hours of proper sleep, you should probably be in bed for 9 to 10 hours, which sounds like a lot. They'll make the remaining 14, 15 hours of the day much, much more useful to you, and you'll just be in a much better place of mental and physical health. With food, it's pretty simple. You just need to make sure that you're getting all of the calories and nutrients that you need. So there's a lot of videos out there explaining how to do this. I'll make one myself on a more specific diet to the one I have. But there are many, many ways to have a nice balanced diet that is going to keep you healthy. And just having that in check is just going to improve your well-being overall, physically and mentally as well. So just make sure you have that in check. To make sure you get every nutrient, it can help to use an app like MyFitnessPal or Chronometer, but only use that if you feel like it'd be useful to you and if you don't feel like you'd get too obsessed over it, because obviously for some it can be quite harmful. So if that helps you to keep on top of things, I personally use Chronometer. I've been using it for about 2 years now. It's just really helped me control my body composition and my nutrition overall. So I definitely recommend that if you want to go down that path. But yeah, just make sure that your nutrition is on point, right? And with exercise, just make sure to do some kind of exercise every day, right? Could be walking 5,000, 10,000 steps, go to the gym is great, go for runs is really good. A lot of long form cardio can be really good as well, increasing your baseline dopamine. We keep talking about dopamine for a reason, because it is very, very helpful to your overall sense of well-being and your motivation. NoFap is really good as well. It just helps you to resensitize yourself and to improve your self-image. My last video, which I put a lot of time into, is all about that, everything you need to know about that. So that will be in the description and it will be in a card right here. So after you finish watching this video, go watch that if you think that will be useful to you. Alright, meditation. So there's a reason why I talk about meditation in every video, and that's because it really is a useful tool and it just helps with your well-being, with your mental state so much, right? After I've filmed this video, I'm literally just going to go meditate, because it just helps you so much with your day. So one of the first things it does is to make you so much more present in the present moment. So you don't have as many thoughts anymore. You can get into more of a flow state. And we know that these negative thoughts and overthinking that happens, we often let it control us. And obviously those negative thoughts are going to come around, like we've said. But with meditation, you recognize that it's just a thought. It's just an appearance in consciousness like any other. So we don't have to be controlled by it, man. We really don't. Again, I'm not affiliated, but the Waking Up app is actually really good, man. I've been using it for a few months now, and it does really help you to understand what you can get out of meditation. So again, I'm going to give you a link to a free month in the description. Try it out. And again, if you feel as though you can't afford it, you can literally ask them to give it to you for free as well, because they have a really good policy that is, they don't want anyone to not be able to experience the benefits because they can't afford it. So that's for free for a month, and if you still can't afford it, you can get it for free for a long time. There's two other things in meditation that can help you quite a lot. So the first one is quite confusing, and to properly understand it, I'd recommend using the Waking Up app. But it's something we get from Buddhist meditation philosophy, which is called the Doctrine of No Self. So it's a bit weird to explain, but the basic idea is that there's only experience, and the idea of you being a center to that experience, that's just part of the experience. So when you feel as though you're experiencing something as a subject, that's just a sensation, that's another appearance in consciousness, just as anything else is. It's a bit of a complicated concept, but understanding that over time helps you to realize that you're not a subject of suffering. There's only suffering that happens, which can reduce the feeling of psychological suffering that you get. And of course, it makes you less selfish in the long run, which does help you a lot in terms of your mental well-being, because you can strive to help others more, which again helps you feel more fulfilled and is better for your mental health. Another really good thing in forms of meditation is called metta, or loving kindness. So this is where you think positive thoughts about other people, hope that they'll have a good life, hope that they'll be free of suffering, hope that they achieve what they want. And this puts your mind into a more positive frame, as we've talked about a lot of times. And that's related to the next point, which is gratitude. So gratitude journaling is really good to just list things you're grateful for. It makes you appreciate things a lot more, and it puts your mind into that positive perspective, which of course is going to help you with your mental health as well. Another form of journaling is deep journaling. So of course you can talk to people and that might help you too, but something you can do personally is to write down your thoughts and just express them without any filter, just express what you're feeling. And just being able to vent that, being able to express your thoughts through a medium like deep journaling, it can just really help you to get back on track and get into a better mental space again. If you're enjoying this video, bro, give it a like and give me a comment of criticism so that I can improve the next video for you. Cheers, man. Something incredibly important is our social connection. As humans, even if we're introverted, the social connections that we have are very, very important to our long-term fulfillment. People who are old and about to die a lot of the time, their main regrets tend to be having not spent enough time with family, right? What we want to do is cultivate our social connection as much as we can, because that will lead to us having much better relationships, much more fulfilling relationships with friends, families, partner, right? And that helps your mental fulfillment, your mental well-being in the long term by a large amount. So that will help you a lot as well. Something else is to pursue challenges. So a lot of the time you might feel anxious about doing something, you might feel anxious about talking to someone, you might feel anxious about doing something else. And a good way to confront that anxiety is to put yourself into uncomfortable situations. So for me, about a month or two ago, I would never have thought that I'd be making YouTube videos like this. I was just way too anxious. I was way too self-conscious. You can see in my first video how much less confidence I had and how I acknowledged that I had all of these negative thoughts in making that video, which is true. And those negative thoughts, if I let them continue, they would have controlled me. And who knows where this channel might be in a few months to a year to several years. And if it's in the place where I want it to be, if I hadn't pursued that challenge in the first place, this wouldn't have gone anywhere, right? So pursue challenges. These things just make you feel a lot more fulfilled. They give you a sense of achievement after having done things. So I'm trying to do this more. I'm trying to, for example, when I go to the gym now, I try to talk to as many people as I can, because firstly, you're going to see these people a lot of the time, so why not get to know them? And in being able to talk to them, you just become much more socially confident, which is a really good thing. And another kind of challenge that I've been pursuing is to go running regularly. So before, I wouldn't want to do cardio at all. I used to hate running quite a lot, but now I go running twice a week. And the challenge is to beat two of my mates in a competition to get the fastest 5K by the end of the month. And I know I'm going to absolutely smoke these guys, because I've been training, I've been working hard, I've been seeking challenges, right? And by seeking challenges, you progress much more quickly. And we know that progress is, in a lot of ways, an antidote to depression, because in a depressive state, you feel as though everything's going downhill. You feel as though there is no progression. So putting in something that is a sense of progress, like going to the gym and seeing your strength go up, getting faster in 5K runs, getting more confident socially, all of these things give progress. They give you a sense of achievement. They give you a sense of achieving goals. And what that does is it makes you feel happy about yourself. It improves your self-image. And that's going to improve your mental health as well. The last thing, of course, is spend less time online, man. Social media is just wasting your time a lot of the time. It's putting you into this cycle of instant gratification. Your dopamine systems are getting completely destroyed, right? So, and we're meant to be in nature. We're not meant to be inside all day, man. So after you watch this video and the NoFap video, if you think it'll be helpful for you, just go outside, man. Go outside, touch some grass, okay? And remember, bro, keep improving.